All right, everybody, I'm going to let you in on a little secret about how you can make almost 800K right now. So look, pretty much what's happening is the team of the year, Todd Gurley, people are going crazy trying to complete that set. And one of the biggest things that they can't get, like it's not a lot of, is the 91 overall Gatorade card. So I'm about to show you what I decided to do. Pretty much what I did was I spent about 200K in getting some of the collectibles to help me make this, right? You can see that these prices are pretty wild and hefty, but as you go through this, you don't see any 91s, right? There's no 91s going on, and he's one of the first true 99 gold cards that you get from upgrading, right? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you in this video how I'm going to try to make 825,000 MutCoins, which is what the last sold price of the 91 overall Todd Gurley was. Remember, keep in mind, this is a limited time thing because once people get a little bit more of it, it's going to be heavily available. All right. So we're about to jump into that right now. Sit in your seats. Get your popcorn ready. Shout out to T.O. We finna get it. Let's go. All right, everybody, so we're back, and now look, this is what we're going to be doing, right? We see that there's no 91s. You see the 79s are pretty much highly priced. I pretty much sat on it because that's what you have to do. You have to get some cards, and you have to be able to sit on it and figure out ways that you could, later on come back and get it done. So this is what I did. This is what I'm talking about as far as the first gold 99 that I have. I believe he and Bobby Wagner get that 99 gold. So this is what everybody's chasing. They want that 99 to be gold in the top right there. So this is what he's going to look like for you. He's a very, very godly card. So people are going wild and they need that 91. You cannot use training for that 91. You have to actually have the 91. So how are we going to make that 91? Let me show you what's going on. This is one of the rare cases where I'm going to take all of the collectibles that I've been saving to do another John Madden coach. And I'm going to go back to the Gatorade series and I'm going to use them there. All right. So look, this is what we're going to do here. Coach Madden. Let's go out. We're going to take out all of our stuff. We're going to go ahead. The thing I like about what EA has been able to do is that you can store stuff in sets if you don't have space in your binder. And in my case, I really have a lot of stuff in my binder, so I try to store what I'm going to be completing inside sets, and then I take it out if I don't want to complete it. Earlier on in Mut, you weren't able to do this. This was something that maybe a couple of years ago, they allowed you to be able to do, to take things out of sets. All right, so we can remove it from the set. So we're going to take all of that stuff back, and we're going to go and use it in the Gatorade set. All right, so let me just point out what's going on so we can have an idea of what's happening so we don't overuse what we're doing, right? This is a situation. You go over here to the Gatorade set, and you're going to go to the Todd Gurley set because this is how you're going to make the 91 overall. All right, so this is him right here. Okay, you're going to need a total of 97 of the collectibles. So the first thing that I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start it off and let you guys see what's happening. All right, you're going to need one of the Todd Gurley cards, and then everything after that is going to be relatively easy. You can see we have a decent amount going on, and then we had collectibles left over because we were doing all the solos and all the other stuff that was happening. All right, so now that's that. All right, we're going to back out of that. And from there now that we have that, when we get to this right here, this situation right here, this is going to make us that Todd Gurley once we get down here, but you're going to need those collectibles. You're going to need, to keep adding the other Todd Gurley cards into it. And a lot of you guys were asking like, yo, bro, how are we supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what's going on with all this? All right, so here's the case. I'm going to use everything that I have so far to go ahead and, keep adding the collectibles I have right now. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the additional collectibles. All right, so let's keep going. Bam. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Let's go. You know what I wonder, though? What do they show? Do they show in this? Hold up, Nat. Okay. Oh, okay, so it does show that it's a 91 overall Todd Gurley, because I just wanted to make sure I clarify. You see how they show Nat there? So EA was very, very upfront with it. They show you that, pretty much these are going to be Nats, and then when you get down to the other section right here with the 91, it will be auctionable. It just doesn't say it. Does it say it in there? 91 over, this card is required to, okay, the power up the shit. Yeah, it doesn't say it, but you should probably be able to look at it visibly and see that there isn't a Nat there. All right, just so, because I know some of you are going to ask that. Gmias, how did you know that it'll be auctionable, stuff like that? You guys, always try to pick up on the stuff that, EA doesn't really do. But it is going to be auctionable in that case. Is that all the 5? Or do I need 6? Is it 6? Okay, so it is 6. All right, so we'll add that. Okay, so now we got the 85. What is that? He's an 85 overall Todd Gurley. Let me see. Does it? Let me see, does it say it in writing, though? You know I don't trust EA. Okay, this card is required to complete his power-up exchange set. Collect for 91. Oh, yeah, so it's just 91. It just doesn't say NAT. So, yeah, it is going to be auctionable or tradable. So we just did the 85, right? So that would mean we're going to the 87 right now. So, okay, so we're going to add that. And then at this point, you see we start to need the collectibles now, right? Everybody is seeing that we start to need the collectibles. So what does that mean? What we're going to do first is we are going to go back to the other set, okay, over here with the exchange, and we're going to start making players to Gatorade collectibles. So we're going to keep doing this set. We're going to get all of these done. So you can see we have 25 of them, right? So we're going to go through this, keep getting twos, and then the last case, what we're going to do is we're going to use the trophies to make the rest of them, all right? We're going to keep doing this over and over again. And then through this, we're going to be able to have enough for them, and then we're going to probably, you know, if we're able to get the card out soon enough, because people are going crazy, you don't have to wait for all the animations. You could actually back out if you don't want to see all the animations as it goes through. But I wanted to go through it thoroughly with you guys to understand, you know, these are the things that you have to understand with Mut. Certain people are going to have come-ups, certain people won't. And that's because they don't take advantage of certain things that are actively going on in the market. But now what's happening is everybody realizes that Todd Gurley's a pretty good card, so everybody's trying to get him right now. When Ricky Williams drops his 99 overall card, it is going to you know, reduce the amount that people are going to be willing to pay for Todd Gurley. But for now, it's going to be a really hot ticket. And if you want to make some, you know, if you want to make coins off of it, I'm going to tell you this right now, though, guys. I didn't spend any more than 13K for the additional cards that I'm doing right now, because people didn't realize what was going on. And because you need 97 collectibles, people weren't paying it. They're like, yo, it's no way. There's no way I'm going to figure it out. But what I started doing was, once Team of the Year was released, I started to, you know, accumulate them. And just started to see, because people were getting like Eli Manning and whatever. Like, you'll see through that Cam Newton, you'll see Eli Manning. Nobody cares about Eli Manning, so they were just putting the card up for like 9K, 8K, one guy 75, 6K. I was just sitting there waiting for it, and I was able to get a lot of those. And you can see it doesn't really matter. All the players equally give you the same 2 collectibles. So, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Eli Manning, Cam Newton, you know, JJ Watt, all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. You got to do the same exact thing to be able to get the cards, to get the collectibles to complete the set for all of them. It doesn't matter. Some of you guys may be saying, you know, Gmias, should I start doing this right now? See, that's difficult. I just showed you that the prices of Todd Gurley was like, what was he at? He was like at 25K that we just looked at right there. The other cards may be cheaper, but, you know, like I said, you only need the one Todd Gurley to start it. And then after you start the actual process, you start to need, you know, less and less of, you know, you could get any of the cards. You can use the Cam Newton, you can use the Eli, whatever it is. It just so happened that people were selling everything for so cheap, I was just buying what was there. And like I said, again, most people are not going to figure that they can get that many of these things for cheap. But like I said, I spent approximately $205 gathering these cards. And then everything else, I'm going to be using my trophies for to be able to get the stuff right now. Because like I said, it's hot. And I have a feeling that I can sell it, because some of the higher prices that were going on, he sold for like $8.99 a couple days ago. But like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the most recent Mut Head sale price, and I'm going to go from that, because typically that is very, very accurate, you know, about what people are willing to spend. So because I know that people are willing to spend for it, that's why I'm going to use it based on that last sold price. So there aren't any available, because people are trying to accumulate them. And realistically, the only way you can get these things right now is whether you have to have trophies to go back and do it, which I believe a lot of people are probably trying to, you know, play solos, do a lot of weird stuff, trying to do whatever they can right now to get these done, because they know that this is something that's going to be probably, you're going to make around the same amount as John Madden, but the objective is not to, you know, spend as much coin. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't you know, spend a lot of money on those other cards, because like if you make 100K because you spent so much on these individual cards, you're not really making a profit. I'm trying to net 600K. You know what I'm saying, bro? So these are the things that I do, you know, to get it on and popping whenever anything comes up like that. All right, so for those of you that are asking, yeah, Gmias, you know, should we still try to do John Madden, coach? just keep in mind, I have 77 of the trophies, I believe, right? And it takes 200 to make John Madden. So mathematically, you know, this makes more sense to pull out this 800K. And remember, the last John Madden coach that I sold him for like $797. So, you know, after EA takes their imaginary tax, you know, that's 79K off of that. It's like, you know, I netted like 700K. So, you know, you could do it however you want to do it, but this is the way that I would recommend you do it. If you have enough of those series trophies to complete this, because you see, it's 1-to-1 though, I believe, right? I think it's like 1-to-1 with the trophies. So you have to remember that it's 2 trophies to 1 thing. So remember that math, all right? So it's half. So for the 77, I'm gonna get half of that. So you know what I'm saying, like 30 something. So you guys got to be careful with understanding the way that works. EA is not playing games. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. So okay, so we got all those right now, and to see it's 2-to-1. So you know, like pretty much what happens is this: you could use any Series 1 or later trophies to do it, and then we're gonna go through it. But I want to make sure that I see how many we need so that we don't overdo it. So let's get back over to Todd Gurley. I think we were up to the 87, right? All right, so now we have the collectibles. We're going to keep going and completing his sets because we're getting to 87 nat right here. So we have 50 of them right here. So we're going to I don't know how many more we're going to need after that. So we'll see. All right, so that's the 87 overall nat. All right, so that's good. We'll take that one back out of that. All right, go down to the 89. Let's see what's going on with this. So we'll add this guy in there. All right, now we're going to add the collectibles. And we're going to see how many approximately we need so that we can try to figure out what's going on with it after that process. And then we're going to go ahead and put him up for the same exact price that he last sold for. And with a little bit of luck, we should be able to get him sold for that price, because a lot of people are actually waiting for it. The average prices before the 825 was $799, $727, $799. So people are going wild, like just running rampant trying to complete this set. All right, so here goes the last one right here. Okay, so we're going to add this guy. All right. Okay, no, cancel, leave him there. And then we're going to see how many more we need. All right, so how many do we need after this? And then we're going to go through and make the collectibles with that. We'll add them up, see what's going on with it, and then we're going to ultimately try to get rid of it. So, okay, so we need 46. No, 36. Let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We need 36. All right? So that means we need to use 72 trophies in order to do that. So we have to go through this. Okay, so we should have 5 trophies left over when we're done. All right, so we're going to start putting this in there. We should have 5 left. Remember that. Okay, so it's 1 Gatorade collectible. We got to keep going through it like that. And then ultimately, like I said, once all of this stuff is done, you know, we're good to go. We're going to get that guy up and, you know, pretty much get rid of him. Now, I have a lot of gameplay with Todd Gurley that's going to be coming soon. I don't know if the videos are going to be dropped prior to this, because I'm going to try to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. But I already have the videos made for using Todd Gurley. So I'm going to already have that out, ready to go. I am going to be streaming live, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld, if you want to see Todd Gurley in action. If that's something that you guys want to see. He is, like I said, I was raging on him, but I realized that the way that the game is set up, you're going to be playing against a lot of people with like secure tackler and weird stuff like that. You're going to have to start to use the juke move a little bit more than the spin move. And what happens is EA allows specific cards to make the players move by themselves. So even if a player that you're playing against is strafing, he's still going to actually move. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. So it's faster. I'm going to do it like that anyway. We're going to just back out of it as we make it, and then we'll go back to, into the into the binder where the packs are, and then we'll just open them all at the same time. That way we just rush through it, because we have to get it down to 5, I believe, we should have left, because we only need 36. So that's 72. All right, so we're gonna have 5 left of this, and then we'll just put the remainder right back into the John Madden coach when we're done. But this is like a faster way to do it, so that we don't have to keep opening it afterwards, and then we'll just rush through it after it's all done. All right, so like I was saying, you guys are going to be able to see with this situation how you can do it. For those of you, if you have a lot of trophies, right? Because remember, if you have 200 trophies, you could make 100 of these things, okay? At this point, when I'm doing this video, it is more likely that I'm going to be getting a higher end, because I waited it out. He was only selling for like $4.99 a couple days ago, but people are getting desperate. And that this is, I don't know if you guys, what year was that? With that other idiot that everybody was looking for, the linebacker that was like a 70 overall, and we needed him for like I forgot what set it was. It was like one of the major sets. This is similar to that. When everybody starts going crazy about a specific card, EA put a lot of things in place to try to prevent this. But I think that they gave us a lot of opportunity to get a lot of the cards that we otherwise would not be able to get. By using the limited and being able to get people with training points. So I don't see anything wrong with this in particular. Because remember, you don't have to get this card. A lot of you guys that have grinded like I have, we already have been to level 70 forever, and we have that Ricky Williams. So theoretically, there is no real reason for us to be, going after Todd Gurley this wild, other than the fact that we just want Todd Gurley. So this is just pretty much a way for you guys to make a lot of coins or to actually complete the set. Keep in mind though, once, like I said earlier, when Ricky Williams is upgraded later, will I raid sell Gurley? Bro, listen, if you've been here, you're a veteran, let me know in the comments. You pretty much know. The only person that I probably just wouldn't raid sell outrageously would be Randy Moss. That's pretty much it. Like it's other than that, everybody is getting raid sold. It doesn't really matter. So even though Randy Moss does whatever he wants, he drops wide open passes, he's still Randy Moss. So he's not going anywhere. Everybody else will be in the office, and you already know how that goes. All right, but Todd Gurley, more than likely, Ricky Williams is going to be a boss with his next upgrade. The weird thing though, I don't know if you guys have looked at this. It looks like Mut level 80 probably will be where it ends, because wouldn't he be a 99 after that? Why would they continue Mut levels after he's a 99, unless they put out another player that we have to grind for? I just wanted to bring that up to you guys. I was like, what are they doing? I thought ultimately they were going to try to go to 100. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe they go to 100 or something like that. But at 80, he's going to be a 99, Ricky Williams. So I don't really see any reason to do anything else after that. But we have to see what they got to do, because the one thing that I have to give EA Sports credit for, last year they did say that in Madden 19, they were going to be doing things throughout the year to keep us involved. And I agree that they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, we're doing stuff. The only thing that I've stopped doing is solo battles, because I believe that that's a waste of time right now for me. For those of you that are trying to gain coins regularly, I would suggest that you do the solo battles. This is my second week that I haven't even done one. So I'm very proud of myself just staying away from it, because like I said, I just got frustrated with the way that things go on. Even though I don't lose to the CPU, it's just a waste of time for me. So I've been focusing more on Weekend League and just trying to complete that. And it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to do it like that. So that's how it's working out for me. So we need one more of this, I believe, and then we will have 5 left, right? Okay, yeah. Now, after that's done, now we can just go all the way back, right? We're going to go back. We're going to back out. We're going to go to our unopened packs. All right, and then we're going to go to the Gatorade collectibles, and then we're just going to keep trying to, blast them out real quick. Just keep blasting them out. Just keep blasting them out. Like, it doesn't matter. Just keep blasting them out. Because that's what I'm saying. You don't have to, like, wait for everything. Usually they don't let you wait until the whole thing is done. Usually you can just press square and just keep going, but they're letting it, show it, whatever, like that. But again, with the way that this is just a lot faster than putting it in and then, having to go back out and whatever like that. So we'll just do all of these. And then ultimately, that's what we're going to do. So throughout this video, I just want to point out that you should have learned a couple things. Certain cards are going to be worth more value than others, which is why I kept Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is going to more than likely be getting an NFL honors card. And a lot of anything that you have with Aaron Donald, he probably won't be as expensive as Todd Gurley, because this is a skill position that everybody wants a running back that has 99 this, 99 that. All right, everybody wants that. So that's the reason that Todd Gurley is being so highly sought after. Plus, the Rams are actually in the playoffs right now and expected to beat the Saints. Like I said, when I say expected, that's just what people are telling me. I don't really care either way. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way it goes. I just want to see what my boy Pat Mahomes can do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro, Patrick Mahomes boy. Like, I just want to see exactly what he's doing. But again, I like Todd Gurley. I think he's a great running back. I think for the most part throughout the year, I would take him over any other running back in the league. But like I said, again, it's just because I like Todd Gurley. I like the way he runs. I like what he does. You know, Georgia. I like all that stuff about him. So, again, all of that with the fact that he's very, very prevalent right now because they're in the playoffs. Maybe that has something to do with it. Or maybe it's just because everybody likes to see that gold. Because I love gold. The gold 99. Maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys are a bunch of gold members from Austin Powers. I don't know. But either way, if you guys are close to doing this, I would love to see a lot of my viewers make this coin without having to spend a lot. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I put in 200K. I should net 600. I would love if you guys were able to do it without, you know, putting anything into it. You know, just use your trophies and just make a quick, 800, whatever it is right now. Because I already know through watching it for the last couple of days that people are like, this is the only card that they're waiting for, you know, to be able to complete that Gurley. So more than likely, he's going to sell relatively quickly. And again, I'm going to be going for the most recent sale price. That's what I'm going for. And that's something that I recommend also. Because no matter how high or how ridiculous a price thing looks, when you go to Muthead and you see that people are buying it, they're going to just go by what the last person bought it at. If it's above it a little bit or, you know, it's just ridiculous, you got a little bit too greedy, it's not going to sell. For instance, they had a guy that had it up there for 1.5 million, the 91 overall. It never sold. But 899s, 799s, 825, those were selling. So people do have a limit. It's just that you have to be very, very careful to not be too greedy, you know, when you're pursuing it. Just try your best to not be too greedy, because if that happens, it's not going to work out too well for you in the long run. All right, so that's a game of the year collection pack. So everything else is done. We'll deal with that later on. All right, let's go back now to the sets, and we're going to go over to, where is it? Okay, the archives. We're going to go over to Gatorade. We're going to go over to Todd Gurley, and we're going to go to the 91, and we should have the 36 that are needed to complete the rest of his card. And we're going to now complete it, and we're going to, you know, go ahead and get this done and see if it's all worth it. Because like I said, if it sells for that price, then it was all worth it. All right, is that all 36? 36. All right. So there goes Todd Gurley right there. All right. 91 overall Todd Gurley. So he's done. And you can see he's not a nat. There's nothing else going on with it. You could go ahead and you can sell him. All right. Now we're going to back out. We're going to go back to our actual item binder. And we're going to go ahead and just verify that there are none of him available in the auction house right now. We want to always make sure you verify that, guys. Just to make sure that, because sometimes Muthead is not up to date, and you won't be able to see exactly what's going on. Okay, so 815. All right. So now that we see that, pretty much with that 815 right there, I'm willing to go 799 because we originally said, what did we originally say? 825. So he went down a little bit. He probably looked at Muthead and put it down a little bit. So we're gonna go 799. All right, because that was the previous price before that one. So let's go 799 to try to sneak in and make sure that that's what this sells for. All right, so we're going to go there, 799, and then we're going to put that in again at 799. Bam. So that's what that's going to be. And then that was the previous sell price before that other one that just went up. All right, so now that you see that, somebody is more likely to buy the 799 than they are the 815 because it's just above and beyond. But because all these prices were based on the last sale prices, I'm probably going to be able to net that. All right. So people that are looking to and waiting for that to happen, they're going to more than likely look at Muthead and see, all right, these are the prices that he's going for. How bad do I want him right now? And then ultimately they'll look at it, whatever. And then maybe me and this guy will get into a little competition or whatever, but it won't matter because either way, we're going to still, one of us is going to be able to get rid of it in the sevens. All right. Because at this point right now, there's no other way to really get the card. And you can't spend training points to add this aspect into it. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait on that. I'm going to let you know what happens if I ultimately was able to get rid of him for $7.99 or what the actual sale price was. I will let you guys know in one of my newer videos, or I will actually let you guys know during the live stream. All right, so that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. If you guys were able to get this done, you will be, 800K richer, depending on how you do it. But again, I wish you guys the best of luck. If you do want to share it, you can definitely share it because his price will be around that for a while because it is necessary for that to happen. Okay, so thank you guys and girls for watching. I told you guys I would share it with you. And what just happened? What's this? What is that? He sold already? All right, so he sold for $7.99. So now that you've seen that, okay, why am I leaving Ultimate Team? Let me go in here. All right, so now we immediately just jump up there to 2.2 mil. All right, so he sold. So you can see that it is worth the trouble and everything like that with everything I just went through. So you're gonna net 719. All right, so you made those coins. I went through the whole tutorial with you. Everybody sees how it goes on. You guys get on it, and you guys go make some coins too. If you like this tutorial and you want more of coin making tutorials, you let me know right now in the comment section and I'll get you guys some more things that I do, because that's how I've been sitting on 5 million all year before the team of the year, and I went crazy and spent all kinds of coins on that. Plus Randy Moss cost me 2 million also. Pretty much I was sitting on 5 million throughout the entirety of the Mut season, but I have to get my coins back up as my team grows right now. So again, if you want any more coin making tips, write it in the comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Feel free to subscribe to GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Podcast by going to my homepage on YouTube at GmiasWorld. You'll see them in the top right. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.